what non-candy treat could you give away for Halloween that is roughly 30 cents per kid?
Popcorn balls.
You gonna make them?
Homemade popcorn balls.
No, my kid is not eating anything homemade.
I know, and that's why Mom would never let me eat them when we got them as kids. But I wanted them so bad.
Yeah, no, we don't know.
Mom's like, they're probably poisoned. I'm like, our neighbors are poisoning me?
Yeah, they used to run around TPing people's houses in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would absolutely be poisoning you, Jessica.
Fair.
As a kid, and by a kid I mean somebody who never owned a home from the ages of 0 till 36 or whatever the hell age it was, did not think TPing was that big of a deal. As a homeowner,
I know.
No, that is awful. As a property owner,
I know.
No, that is egregious. I'd fight somebody's child TPing in my house. I would, and I'd immediately call the police.
You could give pretzels shaped like pumpkins. I didn't really like getting those, but they weren't the worst thing in the world.
But again, aren't those like handmade?
No.
Okay.
Like the little like Snyder's pretzel packet.
Okay, I got you.
You hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or if there was like a cheddar bunny version of a Halloween treat.
Got you.
Like ghosts.
Got you. Why don't we have more ghost type treats, right?
Good question.
Easter comes around and everything gets shaped like a bunny and an egg.
Yeah.
We could do bats. We could do ghosts. There's not a big difference in the general shape of a ghost and an egg, right? Like you just put a little squiggly line underneath the ovular section.
Yeah.
We should do that. We should come up with our own Halloween treat.
We should, and then we should market it and sell it and make millions of dollars.
Because I think people want something other than the sweets. They want something a little savory, a little salty.
But the sweets always reign. It's Halloween! What's up, everybody? It is Friday, October 31st. It is going to be a good day. Jessica Benson, a.k.a. Jessica Benson Boone, with you from the Grind City Media Studios in Memphis, Tennessee. CJ Hurt, a.k.a. Timu Tomlin, behind the glass. Coming up on today's show, the NBA Cup starts in Memphis tonight. Grizzlies, Lakers, a spooky Halloween as Luka Doncic may make an early return from injury. We'll get into all that. Len Whitaker will join us. We'll talk some wild college football storylines, another ouster in Baton Rouge. Big weekend ahead. We'll do our RAGGOWs, our games of the weekend in college football and the NFL. We'll do some Music Friday. I have been waiting all week to fill CJ in on the new Lily Allen album. That is one of the wildest breakup albums that we have had in a minute. We'll talk about what we're listening to. We will get into the weekend. It is a Friday. You know what we say. These beautiful things that I got, please stay.
How do you know the Benson Boone songs, but you don't know the lyrics to anything else?
That's the only line I know.
191 Collabs, presented by Pinnacle Financial Partners, brings Grizz Nation hyper-local Grizz gear from Memphis designers. The next drop is the top-notch collection from proud Memphian Brandon Hobbs and his clothing brand M-Town Merch. The homage to Memphis culture, classic sportswear, and elevated street style is only available at the Grizzlies Den on Friday, November 7th, when the Grizzlies host the Dallas Mavericks. Get your tickets today at grizzlies.com/tickets or visit the FedEx Forum box office.
Sonic Radio. Welcome back to Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio with me, the CIO. This just in, the new Sonic $1.99 menu lets you build a crave-worthy meal for just $1.99 an item, whether that's a creamy shake, crispy tots, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. This just out. Ostriches. They're mean, not very cute, and in my opinion, way too big for a bird. Don't miss the Sonic Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. Live free, eat Sonic.
Tax not included. See menu for details.
Just walking through FedEx Forum, what's that been like for you?
To be back here knowing that this is going to help St. Jude, it's going to recognize Fred Smith.
Yeah.
Come on now, what he did as an individual. It's going to highlight the city and that what this great place is. There's not many cities like Memphis.
The Gary Parrish Show, live on weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Watching the Grizzlies is easy with FanDuel Sports Network. If you have cable or satellite, you're all set. Find us on your channel lineup. You can also use your TV provider login to watch games on the FanDuel Sports Network app. No cable or satellite? Subscribe directly to FanDuel Sports Network online. You can also watch on Prime Video by adding a FanDuel Sports Network subscription. Not sure where to start? Visit FanDuelSportsNetwork.com to learn more.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans. Want exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you? Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Feels great to feel the sunshine. Gotta own the day like it's all mine. Just got paid in his own time. Been working hard, I've been on the grind. I deserve this feeling, having my way. I've been on this healing. This is my day. The sun's out, let's have a little fun now. I wanna let it all out. That's what it's all about. Cause I deserve this feeling, have it my way. I deserve this healing. This is my day.
Grind City Media presents The Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt. Live from the Grind City Media Studios on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
What's up, everybody? Happy Halloween, happy Friday, happy NBA Cup Day in Memphis. We have made it to the end of a week. And as is tradition every Halloween, CJ and I have dressed up for the occasion. Or should I say, Timu Tomlin.
Hey, standard is a standard, man.
So.
We want to make routine plays routinely. That's what we want to do. We're out here. We're competing. We're popcorn. We want a bunch of moments popping off all over the field. That's what we want to do. Let's get it going.
The whistle by the end of the show has the potential to destroy me, as does this mustache. I do not remember who a few months ago told me, you know what you should be for Halloween? You should be Jessica Benson Boone. And I was like, sweet, I will get a mustache. I have a sweet sequin top. I didn't know how expensive mustaches were. A mustache will run you about $20 on Amazon these days. This is an expensive, real hair, I don't know what from mustache, but then it came and it didn't have any stickies on it. You have to use glue. So I used my eyelash glue on the mustache, and we'll see how long it manages to stay on this upper lip situation. I think this is my third time in life wearing a mustache.
When were the first three?
One, when I played a male dwarf in a show. My name was Alberic. Two, me and my first sports director in the Tri-Cities, Washington for NBC Right Now, we dressed up as anchormen, like old school anchormen for Halloween in nice big corduroy suit jackets and mustaches. And Chris Luther, my husband, was our reporter, and he was a sideline reporter named Christine. And I don't think we could do that today. I don't think it would play in 2025. But we were kids having the time of our lives. I don't know if this is legal at this exact moment, but you know what? We're here. We're Benson Boone, and I'm going to stand on this table. I'm going to backflip off of this table because I'm so excited.
You're losing a little bit.
It's going to fly off. I'm going to get really passionate talking about how stupid the LSU coaching search and firing of athletic director situation is, and it's just going to fly off. It is barely.
Ask Timu Tomlin about the LSU search.
Oh, Timu Tomlin. What do you think about what's going on in Baton Rouge?
Never gonna say never, but never. There ain't a booster with a big enough blank check. You kidding me? Are you running around asking Aldi Andy Reid this? Are you asking Sam's Club Sean Payton this? Get out of here.
That was nicely done.
Clark comes with you.
Not a booster with a big enough blank check. The standard is the standard. I have the greatest job in the world. My job, I'm in the greatest business. We're in the business of winning. Business is good. Winning is good. We're out there. We're buzzing our asses every single day, doing our best. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Get it on her. Is that your flip? Yeah. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, my goodness. Just had a meeting with just had the PIP meeting, and they're like, CJ, you got to stop showing the middies. And you almost let actual ones out.
I was so concerned about the mustache coming off. I didn't
think about
the I can't do a backflip. I can't do a cartwheel.
Why is it so short?
Because it's like a cute little New Year's Eve outfit. It's like a girl outfit.
Oh, I thought you bought that.
No.
I thought it all came in the Benson Boone package.
No, this is mine. I own this.
Okay. All right.
I will not be wearing this outfit to the game tonight.
It's gone.
Really fun sports weekend ahead.
We're just going to keep doing it.
Yep. Starting with the NBA Cup coming to Memphis tonight. Ow. Ow. Ow.
You didn't rip it off, did you?
I did.
You're supposed to just keep it on there.
Yeah, but I realized Steven's probably going to want to cut something.
Yeah, well, that's the point of this. It's for him to cut it with your costume on. Okay, good.
I'm just going to hold it all day.
You don't have to hold it. Just let it fall when it
Grizzlies,
falls.
Lakers. Do you think this is going to scare Luka? Maybe he won't play. How's that for the NBA Cup just meaning more? Luka Doncic, original timeline, there was no idea that he would be possibly ready to play for tonight's game between the Grizzlies and the Lakers. But next thing you know, the Lakers injury report pops up, and Luka Doncic upgraded to questionable on the injury report. Listen, we've been saying all week, no Luka, no LeBron, but still an awesome matchup coming to FedEx Forum. You get to see the NBA Cup for the first time. It's an NBA Cup game. It just means more. It'll be pretty exciting if Luka ends up playing after all. Marcus Smart, questionable with a right quad contusion. So perhaps from the revenge games of Jake LaRavia and Marcus Smart might not be available tonight. But it would be awesome if we had the opportunity to see Luka. It would also be awesome if he didn't play, because I want the Grizzlies to win the Cup this year. I want them to at least win multiple Cup games. Maybe that's a better place to start. They're 1-7 all time in NBA Cup games. The NBA Cup has not been kind to the Memphis Grizzlies. And as somebody who is easily excitable, I can get all in on the NBA Cup. I know the Cup has its haters. I know there's people who think that it's pointless. But if you tell me that something means more, you make a fancy court for it, you put together a system where you want to win by as many points as possible because point differential counts in the end and can ultimately be what pushes you into the next round, I'm all for it. So I'm excited for an NBA Cup game in Memphis tonight. On Halloween night, 8:30, Amazon Prime, mustache and all. Maybe you'll take my opinions more seriously because I have a mustache. Maybe you'll take my opinions more seriously because I have a mustache. Benson has long hair, so, it all factors in. But no, this is a great chance. Grizzlies can defend home court, come back from this road trip. Listen, 5 games into the season, they're 3-2. And I think most people would have taken that, given the injury concerns of this team and still having 4 pretty significant players sitting on the bench every night. Now you have an opportunity to come home. You play this one tonight. You're on the road in Toronto on Sunday. And then it is like a home stretch of hell with Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, and the competition gets better, and it's Pistons, Rockets, Mavs have been struggling. Then you get the Thunder. Like, we're going to have a real good idea of what this team is, but if you can start it with an NBA Cup win tonight against the Lakers, it's a pretty good place to start.
Absolutely, and it doesn't matter who the Lakers are playing.
I knew you were gonna say that.
It doesn't. It's just another nameless gray face. Grizzlies are down a bunch of players, but nobody's going to feel sorry for them. Nobody's feeling sorry for them. Basketball is their business. Basketball is their game. Winning is their business. And their intentions are to go out there and handle business. And they'll take the souvenirs and the accolades at the end of it. You got to go out there. You got to be willing to make the routine plays routinely. There's not going to be one guy. There's going to be a collection of guys out there who are going to need to make plays. It's got to be like popcorn. It's got to be a splattering of events happening, a splattering of plays happening, a splattering of energy, effort, and intensity happening out there. If they're going to go out and get this win against a Lakers team that is probably going to play Luka from the looks of things. But again, nobody's going to care. Nobody's going to feel sorry for them. The standard is the standard here. Got to uphold the standard. There are two dogs. There's one bone. Who wants that bone more? We're going to find out tonight.
Hey, at least it's on Amazon Prime
That's
and
so
not
weird.
on ESPN.
Is that not weird?
Is it weird
Yeah.
that it's on Amazon Prime?
I've never seen an
Supposed
NBA.
to mean more.
I've never seen an NBA game on Amazon Prime. That's why it's odd to me.
Supposed to mean more.
Well, we're going to find out.
I liked their early coverage that
Okay.
they've done. They're the ones who use the LED court, I think.
Oh.
And I really liked
okay.
that.
Yeah.
I like that as a analyst tool and as a pregame, postgame, halftime show tool. It would be a real bummer if the game was on ABC, ESPN, because if you had YouTube TV, you wouldn't be able to see it.
Is it out now? Is it
Yes.
out tomorrow?
No, it's out now.
Oh God.
It's gone. If you have YouTube TV,
boy.
you do not have access to any of the Disney-owned channels. So ABC, ESPN,
I hate
Disney,
when
there's
that
some other
happens.
channels around there. I
Like-
hate when it happens too. We had thought about trying YouTube TV this weekend. We will not be at this moment, and probably no matter what, because at this point it would take too much energy to do it. And in the case that it doesn't get fixed by Saturday and I wouldn't be able to watch college football, I would be really mad about the situation.
And this isn't on FanDuel, right? Because it's not.
No, it's just Amazon
on-
Prime. This is just on Amazon Prime. But yeah, the ESPN, Disney, YouTube debacle. If you have YouTube TV, none of those channels as of this morning. Disney wants a deal with YouTube that would ultimately raise YouTube TV's prices. YouTube TV's like, no. And the way it works, YouTube TV pays broadcasters to stream their channels. And if you think back, like YouTube TV used to be pretty cheap. I've never had it, but I remember people who were big early praisers of it talked about what a good deal it was. And like everything in the world, it has just kept going up, up, and up. And in this case, according to YouTube, Disney also wants their streaming content to go to their app. This is all about ESPN's app. They've been trying to push this app and their other apps. So Disney goes to YouTube and asks a rise in broadcast rights and doesn't want the content to be ingestible within the YouTube TV app. It wants to go externally to the ESPN app. And YouTube TV is like, no. And now we're in this world where these games on starting Saturday won't be available, or starting tonight. Is the Memphis? I bet it is. I bet
What?
the Memphis Rice game is
It's
on
on-
an ESPN property.
Yeah.
It's on ESPN too.
Yeah.
So if you have YouTube TV, you can't watch Memphis Rice tonight. That's crazy. And like, dare I say, ethically, I'm on the side of YouTube TV here, but they have no leverage.
No.
They're stuck. Like, you can say till you're blue in the face that more people watch YouTube and more people watch Netflix, but there are a lot of subscribers to YouTube TV who are big college football fans, are big sports fans, and if you can't access those channels, you are going to go elsewhere.
Sports drives the live viewing
Yes.
market. It does. And football is the biggest driver of that. We'll look up here at the end of the year, just like every single year, and say, all right, what were the top 100 most viewed live events? And of the top 100, you'll say, okay, Grammys will probably be in there. The Academy Awards will probably be in there. Maybe the Emmys will be in there. There'll be somebody's finale or somebody's big episode that'll be in there. And that's it.
Yeah.
There'll be 10 non-sports things and 90 sports things in the top 100 most watched programs live on TV. And of those 90, 60, 70 of them will be football,
Yeah.
NFL, or college. So when you have the access and you own the rights to those properties, that means that, hey, you got all the leverage, man. If YouTube had to own the rights to the SEC, or if YouTube owned the rights to, I don't know, the NFC South or something like that, they'd be in a bit of a better situation, but they don't. Those things are owned by some of those things, SEC and other college football games and conference games are owned by ESPN, not by YouTube. So YouTube is like, hey, please give it to us. And ESPN is like, no, pay for it. Pay for it. How much are you willing to pay? This ESPN app, I'm not really sure. I know what
Outside of the games,
I know what they
who's
wanted
going
to
for
do.
it?
I know what they want it to be, but I'm like you, outside of the games, who's going to go there?
Yes.
I don't really understand. But if you're going there for the game, going back to the earlier point, that's all that matters. is they will drive traffic to the app because they own so many different sports properties. This was my issue with Sling. This is why I left Sling when I had it. I had Sling like 3 or 4 years ago, and this popped up with ABC, ESPN, and Sling. It was the exact same situation. It was like, all right, I really enjoy this, but I can't be on YouTube TV. I can't be on Sling. I can't be on one of these other apps, other TV providers, because they could get into it. Their contract can run out with ESPN or run out with Fox or whomever it is, and now I'm just stuck.
Right.
So I went with Hulu because I knew no matter what, Hulu, owned by ABC, owned by ESPN, I'll be good. Because they'll always have
Disney.
that. Disney. Yeah. There we go. Owned by Disney. Disney, ABC, ESPN. For me, it's all synonymous, but you're right.
But it's all like that's the thing that
owned by
somehow
Disney,
gets.
but like I'm good on Hulu because Hulu's always going to give me ESPN, and I'll always have the local channels, and that's all I want.
Well, last night was such a good example in our household of just the wide range of platforms you need to watch sports, and also a testament to how desperate are you to watch this event that you're trying to watch, because I tried to tune into the Memphis-Auburn exhibition game just to give it a little glance, and it was on the Auburn TV Plus, and the price popped up, and I was like, nope, I'm not paying to watch an exhibition game between Memphis and Auburn. And I guess there was some way, like, if you started paying for it, I think Parth was explaining it on Twitter, in their bylaws, as long as you canceled it within a certain time, you wouldn't get charged for it, which is normally the case. But it didn't appear written that way, and I just popped out. I was like, I do not need to watch Memphis Auburn. And you know what? Seems like I saved myself some pain, because Memphis didn't play particularly well against Auburn last night in an exhibition game, which is an exhibition game, but they lost 100-71 and shot 36% from the field and had more turnovers than made field goals, and were 4-20 from three and missed 15 free throws. So not an inspiring exhibition performance from the Memphis Tigers men's basketball team. But then I was trying to watch that. We were watching the Warriors Bucks game in our household because Chris wanted to watch Ryan Rollins destroy the Warriors and have a better shooting game than Steph Curry. This network has talked a lot about Ryan Rollins this week. And that was streaming on, it was on NBA TV, but we wanted to watch the Thursday Night Football game on Amazon Prime. And so we had the Thursday Night Football game on TV on Amazon Prime, the NBA TV stream on our phone, and then said whatever with the Memphis Auburn game. But bottom line is, main screen had Thursday Night Football. And we'll talk about Grizzlies Lakers tonight when Lang joins us in the next segment. But real quick, Ravens beat the Dolphins 28-6. Welcome back, Lamar Jackson. He threw for 204 yards and 4 touchdowns in his first game back, coming back from that hamstring injury. The Ravens are now 3-5 and trying to climb their way out of the 1-5 hole that they started this season in. And Lamar Jackson is that good of a player that it makes it a complete possibility for them. Lamar changes everything. He is so good that he missed a month. And we will come right back into a conversation. I was listening on ESPN this morning of should Lamar Jackson be considered as MVP this year? And from a sheer performance standpoint, that answer is always yes. Lamar Jackson is one of the best players in football. I saw he has an 11.6% touchdown rate this season, 14 touchdowns on 118 pass attempts. That's like a touchdown every 8 to 9 passes. That's insane. He is so good. He's so fun to watch. And obviously the Ravens are now in a position where schedule-wise ahead, it was the Dolphins last night, so we can chill a bit. I saw a much improved Ravens defense, but to what degree is that at the expense of the Dolphins being a really stinky team? Coach Tomlin?
Timu Tomlin. They're fine. Just another team, nameless gray faces out there. You know, we're in the AFC North. They're in the AFC North. There's a bit of a rivalry, sure, yeah, but you know, in the AFC North, you can't be in the kitchen unless you want to cook. And in that football in the kitchen, they cooking. They're cooking over there. We're cooking over here. We look forward to taking them on and getting to see test what we're made of. You know, we gotta really bear it down there. We gotta take the field and remember always we gotta force turnovers. We gotta get the ball and then get some grass. That's what we want to do defensively. Is get the ball and get some grass. I expect we'll do that this weekend as well. They're a good team, but if we're going to be where we want to be come the end of the season, where we want to be is hoisting that Lombardi, we got to be a bit better.
Meanwhile, Coach Mike McDaniels is just yelling the F word aggressively on the sidelines because that's where we're at.
We love how funny, and we loved with an ED, how funny and quirky his little ass was when the Dolphins were kind of good.
I wouldn't call him funny and quirky. I think it was more, quirky is an appropriate word to use. The analytic mind, this is the big, future of the sport, somebody who thinks about it in the way that Mike McDaniels, his journey that led him to that point. He also has a horrible defense. Like, we can sit here and talk about how poorly the Dolphins have performed in their entirety, but their defense stinks too. And that's not Mike McDaniels' specialty. So
he's a head coach, so it's his fault.
Well, the whole thing is his fault. I mean,
yeah.
They fumbled in, deep in their territory in the first quarter. Second drive. They had that horrible false start on 4th and 1, where they end up kicking the 35-yard field goal, and they miss. And then my favorite play last night was when the two Dolphins defenders just ran right into each other on the Mark Andrews touchdown. I think it was Mark Andrews' second touchdown.
My favorite play was Achane lined up outside 4th and 2. Achane on 4th and 2 in red zone, lined up outside at receiver, and they run a go route with a receiver, expecting him to know he's supposed to run to the back pylon, and Achane just stops running because he's got no clue what he's supposed to be doing. Again, it was fun. It was cute. It was cool when they were kind of good on the cusp of being good. It's not fun no more. They're going to get rid of him soon. And it's tough, but
And someone will hire him immediately to be their offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
And some people are just better meant to be a coordinator.
Hey.
It's a fact of life.
Hey.
It's a fact of football.
But he'll get another opportunity
immediately.
to be a coach.
Chris and I were talking last weekend. Could the Dolphins trade him?
Who's making a trade for a coordinator? Who's making a trade for, and what would you give up for a coordinator?
Good question.
Could they? Yes. Will somebody want him? No. No, because they're going to fire him. So if you like him that much, you want him to be your coordinator, you just wait till he gets fired and go get him in the offseason. What good is an offensive coordinator this late into the season also? True. Missed all of the camps.
I was trying to think who has a really good defense this season.
Like, you can go get him for next year, but to try and get him for this year, like that's not something you can do.
All right, Lang Whitaker is going to join us in the next segment. We'll talk to him about Grizzlies, Lakers, the NBA Cup action coming to Memphis tonight. We'll also catch up with him. Some wild SEC football storylines continue to swirl. The latest on the situation at LSU as their athletic director got fired last night. I have a question about what is inspiring Gunnar Stockton in this weekend's Georgia-Florida game as well. All that with Lang after a quick break.
Would you make a trade for him?
I don't know.
What would you most?
That's the thing. What would you give up?
Yeah, like that. I don't know.
Thanks for showing up, Memphis. Nothing compares to catching your Grizzlies IRL. And that all starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can catch every highlight. Put that jersey collection to use for the next game and get Grizzlies tickets at Ticketmaster. Whether they're here at FedEx Forum or on the road, Ticketmaster's got your back when it comes to scoring tickets. And there's no better brag than saying you saw it live.
The countdown to the 2025-2026 Grizzlies season is on, and our 10-game packs are the ticket to your ultimate fan experience. Whether you want to see the big names or just cheer on your team on the weekend, you can save money on a ticket pack that fits you. Choose from 4 different pack varieties or stack multiple packs to make sure you don't miss any marquee matchup or electric atmosphere this season. Visit Grizzlies.com packs to get your ticket pack today.
Jeff Dunham, Artificial Intelligence, his all-new tour.
Just a ham. You're the other white meat.
How can you be so smart on one hand and so stupid on the other? Well, you're half of it.
I realize I could have avoided all this years ago with one simple word. I do not. Silence!
Don't miss a Memphis. Friday, April 10th, FedEx Forum. Tickets on sale Monday, September 29th at jeffdunham.com.
Thanks for showing up, Memphis. Nothing beats catching your Grizzlies IRL, and nobody knows that better than you. So next time you want to hit up a game, Ticketmaster's got your back with tickets to every upcoming matchup. Whether you're catching the Grizzlies at home or on the road, you'll find tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Keep putting that jersey collection to use and get Grizzlies tickets today. There's no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside again soon, Memphis.
We have to notice the sleeve.
Not quite. Just
Come
a little
on.
But you
Just a
said
little.
you're going to add more to it. It's going to.
I will. It'll get there.
Go up.
Tom Lee
it's-
Park.
yeah, but-
Tom Lee Park. What? I
Got a
saw
little
the
bridge
Grizz.
there too.
Oh, I saw the Grizz Bear, but I didn't see Tom Lee Park.
That's real love right there. You can't cover that up, Zach. You can't cover that up.
The Chris Vernon Show, live on weekdays at noon on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Nate Bargatze.
Look, I say a lot of dumb stuff. I try to keep it in front of large groups. Seems to go better that way.
Big Dumb Eyes World Tour.
When you say something dumb one-on-one, it's a lot for that person. I'll say it, then I can just feel that they feel the weight of my life on their shoulders.
Tickets and info at NateBargatze.com. Don't miss the Big Dumb Eyes World Tour. Nate Bargatze.
Welcome back, Timu Tomlin. Yes.
Just quick question. Were you afraid of people dressed up as a little kid? Like when you saw people in costumes, did it ever startle you? Because it did me.
Scary people, yes.
Depends what they dressed up as.
Chuck E. Cheese. Like I couldn't go to Chuck E. Cheese until I was like 10 years old because
Oh, you mean not on Halloween?
Yeah, but also on Halloween. The costumes of some people would startle me. And
One of
give
my
me a
core
start.
memories is being so scared of Cruella de Vil at Disney World
Yeah.
that I cried and hid
I was gonna
behind
say,
a
what
trash
about
can.
Disney World?
Oh, I didn't go to Disney World till I was
so mean.
damn near
Till about
grown.
a few weeks
Till
ago.
yeah.
She
till
was
about a
scary.
few
The
weeks
villains
ago.
at Disney World used to be scary because they'd mess with you too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they were kind of mean.
They're villains.
Yeah, but I appreciate it now as an adult. But as a kid, I was like, "Ooh, you're scary. I don't like you." We also had people in our neighborhood who did like a really scary haunted garage. Yeah. Like they did like the strobe lights and the smoke effects, and they had a Grim Reaper that was huge. I never understood how if they rented it, if they kept it somewhere in the off season.
That's a good question.
But it would, somebody was in it. So they were on stilts. The person was operating on stilts, and they would just stand outside. And then sometimes they'd let kids go up unscathed, and other times they would jump out with their, what do you call the thing the Grim Reaper holds? The sign. Yeah.
Scythe.
Scythe.
Hey, what's up? I'm
Hey, you're
Lang.
not dressed up Lang. Sorry,
I am.
we didn't
I'm
acknowledge you.
Timu Ted Lasso.
It's not the same.
What do you mean?
It's not the same.
He can be Timu Tomlin. I can't be Timu Ted.
Is your badge your whistle?
Yeah. Looks like it, right? Look on TV. It looks like. My grandfather had a farm in Alabama. CJ, he had a costume too. He had this farm in the middle of Alabama. Had like a long driveway to get to, so you had to like drive down this kind of creepy driveway. This was like in the 60s. Somewhere he got a full gorilla costume, like the head, the whole body, the hands, and there were steps he had to walk up to get to his house, and he would hide in the bushes down by the steps, and the neighbors would come driving up, walk up the steps, and he would grab their legs and yell.
Oh, God.
I cannot believe he didn't get like shot by somebody. Like
now that, oh my God, I
I
forgot.
know.
We had someone who would sit on their porch and like stuffed themselves so it looked like one of those, I don't know, like farm people.
Scarecrows?
Yeah, but not really.
You
They're
know
not a
those farm
scarecrow.
people.
But like they would put like a pillow in, so they were like huge. They looked stuffed. They looked like a stuffed person, but they were real underneath. And they would grab kids. And now I think about it, I wouldn't grab someone's child because I'd be afraid that their parent would shoot me.
Yeah, I still don't know what a stuffed person is.
I know. I can still see it in my brain, but I'm not articulating it in an effective way. I really do hope. Go ahead.
Are we doing the haunted house or the haunted?
I don't know.
We already did it.
They didn't invite us again.
I walked through.
I
in the
didn't get
light.
invited either.
It
That
was
thing's
pretty
scary.
again.
Yeah.
They did a good job. They really, if you're one of the
Yeah.
MVPs and you go to the Grizzlies haunted house, that thing will.
One of the many
truly
perks of being
scare you.
MVPs. Also, next year, like invite us, please. I want to go back through it.
Yeah, we need to do another video. I really do hope, like in an age where it just feels like the progression of people are too cool to do things or commit to fun stuff because at the risk of being cringe or whatever. I hope Halloween continues. Like I really do.
What do you mean?
I hope that
They're
kids.
not canceling Halloween.
I hope not. I don't know.
Who would cancel Halloween?
You're not dressed up today, Lang. So
I
you're part of
am.
the problem.
I
No,
spent
you're not.
20 minutes this morning putting this outfit together. What are you talking
a
about?
dummy. That's the word I was looking for.
Oh, you're not
dummy.
talking about-
Thank you, Candaria, in the chat. We do get Grizzlies Lakers tonight.
Yeah.
All week we've thought, well, no Luka, no LeBron.
Speaking
and
of
then
dummies, all the Laker
whoop-de-doo.
fans will be here.
They don't have to dress up.
They just have to come from Arkansas.
Or down the street. Please, they
no.
pop out of all the woodworks. But
I just like to blame Arkansas for the Laker fans.
really,
Yeah.
you put them all in Arkansas?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, Austin Reeves is there.
That's
So-
true.
so
Austin Reeves
that's,
is from-
That's why. It's
Well,
a homecoming of sorts for
Austin
Mr.
Reeves has been excellent.
Yeah, he's playing like Timu Luka. The last,
Jake LaRavia just
Timu
had
Jeremy
his
Lin.
big breakout game for the Lakers. Rui Hachimura is always a murderous monster against the Grizzlies, it seems. But there will be a different energy in the building if Luka plays tonight. That's
Yeah.
just the way it is.
you said you hope Luka plays tonight. I kind of hope he plays because it might mess up the Lakers' chemistry because they've actually kind of found something these last few days. It seems like
Sure.
the buzzer beater by Reeves the other night against Minnesota. They're playing pretty well right now, and bringing back Luka when LeBron comes back eventually, like they're gonna have to figure out how to work those guys in. So I kind of, if we get the full Austin Reeves tonight, I hope we get to see the lineup the Grizzlies closed with in Phoenix, where they had Jalen Wells and Cedric Coward in at the same time, and you can switch all those screens, and you always have someone who's a wing defender out there.
I think if we do get to see Luka, it's a
Yeah.
great, like real test
Yeah.
on having two wing defenders. You can never have enough wing defenders,
Yeah.
and it does seem with the early evolution of Cedric Coward that you've got another one in him, and what that allows you to do defensively,
Yeah.
especially in closing lineups. I saw you talked about Cedric Coward in your Grind City Media
That's right. In the newsletter.
of the day,
The
among
dummy.
many other topics. Just how much has he impressed you in these early games? Many people have already started the when will Cedric Coward start question.
Yeah.
But that's really just a testament to he's been better, even better than expected early. I think this is what the hope was for Cedric Coward
Yeah.
to be eventually. But we saw the preseason, he had such shooting struggles, and now that he's put that together along with what he brings to you defensively in transition, high motor, all that good stuff.
A couple things. First of all, like let's get rid of this argument about who starts.
I agree.
It doesn't matter. What we care about is who finishes. Especially the way Coach Isolo runs his rotations. Like he subs two guys in at the 9-minute mark of the first quarter every single game. So who starts, whatever. Who finishes, that's what matters. And Coward's already finishing these games like we saw in Phoenix the other night. Close game. Like you're going to have a rookie out there as part of your finishing lineup. Like that shows a lot of trust and a lot of belief in that guy. The other thing with Cedric Coward, I tweeted it. You and I both tweeted it. Like the first week of the season, we were like, "Wow, he gets better every single game." It seems like, and people are like, "What are you talking about? He's not." He's like, "It's the little things, like the ability to stay out of foul trouble." That rebound he got at the end of the game in Phoenix the other night, that set up Ja's shot. He tried to take a charge down the stretch. Like he's doing all these little tiny things that add up to make him a much better player than I think any of us suspected he would be at this point in the season. So. I think he's already kind of cemented his role in this rotation. Now, does he get more minutes? Does he become a bigger part? Do they start running plays for him? Because they're not really running stuff for him at this point. He's kind of just finding things in transition. The other thing to just remember, and look, I wrote the rookie diary in Slam for a decade, so I talked to every NBA, like big-time rookie for a while. Every single one of them had two things they told me that was the same. Number one, at some point, once you start contributing and becoming a part of it, your name shows up in the scouting reports. Like right now, Cedric Coward probably doesn't pop up in that list of the top 6 Grizzlies to look out for the other teams. I bet he's going to start showing up in there. Teams are going to start saying, oh, wait, he likes to go to his right from this spot on the court. Oh, over here, he's going to look for his jump shot. All that's going to start popping up, and he's going to have to adjust and learn how to play off that. And the other thing is, every single rookie said, yes, there's a rookie wall. Everybody I talked to, they were like, yeah, I know, it doesn't sound like it, but he goes, I remember Carmelo Anthony was like, I hit that wall and it felt like it knocked me down. Like at some point, they're used to playing 30 games. He hasn't played
I was gonna say
5 games in a year.
To go with your
yeah.
tape standpoint,
Yeah.
not a lot of tape exists on Cedric Coward,
Right,
which is
yeah.
a positive for now, but as that continues,
It's gonna
you're
exist
exactly right.
now.
People are able to scheme better against
Yeah.
him. But then also, you've only played 6 games at WSU last year, and I'm not trying to take away from his time at Willamette and his time at
Pac-12?
Eastern Washington. No, and the Pac-12 was the Pac-12. But being at, I think Eastern's in
Timu Pac-12.
his mustache is a Timu mustache at this moment. But ultimately, one would expect the rookie wall to come because it comes for everybody, like you said. And even Jalen Wells last year. See someone who steps into a starting lineup, plays way more than anyone ever anticipated him to, plays really, really well. And before he got hurt, he was in a bit of a slump as well. I've seen some people talk about Jalen Wells shooting this season, and he hasn't been as bright from 3 as he was in his rookie year. But what he's done defensively, to go back to the idea of having 2 wing defenders and him being in at the end of that game against the Suns the other night, he's still doing a lot. There's still a lot of value for Jalen Wells to be on the basketball court.
I mean, remember he was a streaky shooter last year too. There was there were games where he would go 1 for 4, and then that game in Sacramento he was like 9 for 10 or something crazy. But he would kind of have those up and down moments, and I think probably we'll see that this year too. I noticed the other night against Phoenix, a couple of those threes he took were pretty contested threes, like maybe not wide open shots
that
like
one
he's
he
used
got fouled
to.
on late in the game that he made.
Where Booker claimed he didn't foul him, where he tackled him. So there's been a few of those type plays for him. I'd like the most with Jalen is his playmaking now. Like he's not just trying to be a spot up shooter. We've seen a couple more times in that Phoenix game. A few times he drove to the rim, pump fake, did those 1 step where he keeps 1 foot on the ground, the decel moves. You're starting to see a little bit more of that from Jalen. And defensively, like I think this is small sample size. He's not getting called for a foul every single play anymore. He's able to. I think he's getting a little bit of respect. Yeah, like the referees are starting to realize. All right, we got to like give this guy a little looser whistle.
Do you think Charles Bassey plays tonight?
I don't know. Like, I'm glad we signed him, but he hasn't played.
I know.
And his 10-day clock is ticking. Like I mean, I would assume they signed him with a 10-day contract, knowing that it's probably 2 10-day contracts. Which gives you a 20-day thing. The other thing I wondered is, and I don't know the answer to this, is the system the Grizzlies run offensive, defensively, is it the kind of thing you can't just pick up in a day? You know, like most teams can sign a guy, bring him in. They're like, hey, pick and roll over here. You just go rebound and set a screen when the point guard calls you up. Maybe whatever we're doing is harder for somebody to pick up like that.
On a quick.
Or somebody or he hasn't picked it up yet. But for whatever reason, he hasn't played yet. It also might be just a matchup thing. I thought about that too. Like maybe we just haven't played a team that has whatever you're looking for him to go up against. So the other thing is, since he came in, like rebounding hasn't really been an issue. Phoenix, Mark Williams was killing us, but everyone else was small on that lineup. So I wonder if we'll see.
Warriors played without Horford.
Without Horford. So I don't know if tonight. I mean, the Lakers aren't huge, and maybe I don't know if you'll see him tonight. But we do have 4 games coming up in 6 days.
Sunday.
Yeah, Monday back here,
Monday
Wednesday
would be
back
the
here.
end of his. No, I'm sorry. That's
No,
7.
it'll be-
so Wednesday would be the end of his.
And we have
Sunday.
games tonight, Sunday,
Yeah, it's
Monday,
insane.
and Wednesday. So
Yeah.
I would
Still
assume we see
opportunity.
some of him at this point. Yeah.
Well, I'm also excited for the calendar to turn to November because then we can start legitimately talking about Zach Edey making a return to this team. And I was listening to Michael Cole on Chris Vernon's show this week, and he seems to think that of all the players out right now, there's a runway for Zach Edey to be the first to come back. And that would be huge. I mean, literally huge. But we talk excessively about.
How many years do you think Zach Edey's been Frankenstein for Halloween? Got to be.
Probably 0.
Oh, come on.
I think it's too easy. I think he would like
That's
to
the whole
stretch
point of-
himself to
No,
a
he's
more
not
creative
you.
Halloween
Like he's not going to
costume.
order stuff off the.
I only ordered the mustache. I own this outfit.
Of course.
I mean, he's
My
I bet
New York New Year's Eve outfit. Okay, thank you.
I would bet he's never been Frankenstein, but I'm with you, Lang. I think he might have been Frankenstein's monster or Herman Monster. Who else?
Yeah,
What's
Herman
another
Munster.
one of those? Are those the only 2?
Hulk.
Well, Hulk's more wide.
Well, I
than
mean,
tall.
like Frankenstein, Dr. Frankenstein's monster is a thing.
And that'd be easy to do.
Yeah.
Just put on a blazer and a couple
And
screws in your neck.
Get some screws there. Yeah.
I'm really upset that they didn't put the Spurs on Halloween because we don't get a Victor Wembanyama Halloween costume this year.
But they usually the teams have a party.
Sure,
and,
but
and
you
you'll
know,
see the
last
photos.
few years,
Yeah,
Wemby has used.
I think
the
we'll see
walk-in.
photos pop up.
What do we think Jake LaRavia dresses up as tonight?
A rotation player.
Damn.
I mean, Anthony Edwards doesn't know who he is, but he had a great game against the T-Wolves the other night. I think as long as you're not asking him to be playmaker Jake, like that's his best role. You know, like he's good when he doesn't have to be like the main guy on the team, and when he's playing alongside somebody like Luka or Austin Reeves, whatever, like that's his best position.
It was a classic moment with the fan yelling,
Yeah.
"Who's 12?" Anthony Edwards. That's what I'm asking. Oh my God, Anthony Edwards is so funny. When you look at the Grizzlies' opportunity for the NBA Cup,
yes,
because they have been really bad
wide
in the
open
NBA
this year.
Cup.
Yeah,
Wide open group when you think of it. Now, I will say the only group that has an easier path is perhaps the Oklahoma City Thunder, because they get Minnesota without Anthony Edwards at the moment, Phoenix, Sacramento, and Utah. But the Grizzlies are Dallas, New Orleans, Lakers, Clippers.
Yeah.
And if there's one team that has proven to be really bad this year,
which
it's the
one
Pelicans.
of those? Yeah. Well, you know, if there's one thing we know about the NBA Cup, it's that the unexpected always happens in the NBA Cup.
That's what the
That's
Cup
what
is
it's
all
known
about.
for. Yeah, it's known for just unpredictability, and I think with this Grizzlies team, like it looks like our group's a wide open group, and maybe this is our year. Maybe I also wondered if Coach Isalo being here now brings in like that European experience with cup play.
Yeah.
You know, they have all those European competitions with the basketball teams, and so maybe
He understands the importance of point
Coach
differential.
Isalo knows the difference in the two, and you know, I want to see the new court tonight.
Always exciting.
You got a new court.
Part of the Cup.
Yeah, part of the Cup excitement that's hard to deny, and you and I will be on the court as part of the warm-up show, the supersized warm-up show tonight at 7 o'clock,
Thanks
7
for the
to 8.
reminder. Appreciate
I sent you an email this morning.
I'll
Yeah.
check it as soon as we're done with the show.
Got a whole rundown and everything.
I did want to get your takes on a couple college football things.
All right.
Starting with the reminder that there is no sport that reflects the phrase of life comes at you fast more than college football.
Sure.
60 days ago, you had then LSU athletic director Scott Woodward and LSU head coach Brian Kelly celebrating together after LSU beat Clemson. And all the conversation, all the narrative is, well, maybe LSU is a national title contender this year. And now, 60 days later, 2 months, you have LSU firing athletic director Scott Woodward last night. You already had LSU fire their head coach and Brian Kelly. You are now looking at an LSU team or an LSU university. That's redundant. LSU University, Louisiana State University that does not have a head football coach, an athletic director, or a president.
Yeah.
And I would be willing to say the state could be looking for a new governor if Jeff Landry messes up this LSU coaching hire.
I tweeted that Scott Woodward should run for governor.
Oh, I think oh my God. Everything is wrestling. Everything is college
That would
football.
be like the best outcome of this whole thing.
That would be amazing.
They're going to have a new coach. I also saw Kim Mulkey didn't go to her press conference last night because she was upset about the whole thing. The LSU legendary women's coach.
I saw Jeff Landry was on a radio show where he said that LSU is out of the bowl championship series race this year.
He also,
do you really think the BCS is still a thing?
Well, he also posted that he couldn't deal with all this because of the contract money going to Scott Kelly, Brian Kelly, and all that. But the state's not paying that contract. That's all like donor money, and
the state has to pay Woodward's contract. That's $7 million.
That he helped get the guy rid of. It's all a disaster, and it's kind of hilarious at the same time, though. Like from looking out from the outside in. Brian Kelly was the first coach they've had of the last 3 coaches not to win a title in his first 4 years there. Yeah. Nick Saban did it. Les Miles did it, and Orgeron did it. So all 3 of those guys came in, and within 4 years won you a title. So you're like, oh, okay. You know, I think, and the fans are like, Brian Kelly won a higher percentage of his games than any of those guys did in their first 4 years. He just didn't win the title part of it. So, I mean, look, I wrote about this last week in the GCM newsletter. We're out of all these coaches at all these different places: Penn State, LSU, Virginia Tech. All these places have fired their coaches. Who are they going to hire? Like
now, you have some coaches signing surprise extensions. I saw Matt Rule signed a 2-year extension with Nebraska.
There's 3 coaches currently coaching in college football who have won a national title. That's it.
Yes.
There's 3: Kirby Smart, Ryan Day, and Dabo Swinney. Like, it's not like you're going to go out and hire one of those guys to come be your coach. Maybe Swinney would be available for LSU. I mean, it seems like it.
Yeah.
If you throw enough money at him. But I don't know if they're going to have the opportunity to do that.
Who wants to enter that? I get it.
A lot of guys would. You don't think Kenny Dillingham would go there? You don't think Summerall from Tulane would go there?
At this point,
even though he lost last
do they
night?
want Summerall?
Yes, they'll take anybody. I mean, Glenn Schumann's going to be a name that gets thrown around. Georgia's defensive coordinator, who's been there for a while. I don't know. I think you'll definitely find somebody who will do it. I saw Marcus Freeman's name thrown around last night.
Well, yes, you get to a point where there are financial reasons, resource reasons, ego reasons.
Opportunity.
I could be the guy.
I mean, also like opportunity reasons. If you're at a group of 5 school, you're like,
I don't know if the money's going to be there in the same way that it is for other schools.
It's going to be more than it was.
Landry's new mission is to reshape the way that these college coaching
You don't think
contracts
Summerall
work,
would get
which I'm
more
actually
money
not against.
from LSU than Tulane? I mean,
Than
I'm not saying he's going to get
Tulane,
$7 million a year, but
yeah.
you can
That's
make
where
$3
I
million.
think you're more likely to look at someone like a Summerall, someone who's at a non-power conference, especially non-SEC, non-Big Ten.
Yeah.
Because I think even some of the coordinators at SEC Big Ten schools might be on either just around making as much as if Landry is able to do what he wants to do at this point and not pay a coach an absurd amount of money.
Yeah, or you go get a Kurt Signetti, like a guy who's been an assistant for
He's
a
not
long
going. He
time.
just
I'm
signed that
saying
thing.
like a guy who's
I
been
see.
an assistant coach for a long time.
Sure.
Because Signetti's in his 60s, right? Like,
Yes.
I mean, he was an assistant coach until he was 50 years old, and then he decided, I want to be a head coach, and started over at James Madison. Like, maybe you go find a Jim Knowles, who's the defensive coordinator at Penn State, or somebody like that who's been an assistant for Todd Monken. He's the Ravens offensive coordinator, but he was the Georgia offensive coordinator when they won their titles. Somebody like that who hasn't had a shot at it, who would, I mean, and if you're LSU, there's always Coach O. He's out there.
Always Coach O.
He's available. He said he'd love to do it.
Yes, Coach Tomlin.
Gruden.
Or CJ.
Go get Gruden.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. Are we done with that? Is he
I
no
think so.
longer? Okay, we're done with the
He
everybody.
liked,
Everybody's gonna go get Gruden train. All right.
My friend Sudu had a post talking about Gruden and the mix of potential coaching hires, and Gruden liked the post, and he was like, "Oh, I think John Gruden would be a fan of it." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm sure John Gruden would be a fan of returning as a head coach." Before we let you go, it is Georgia-Florida week, and I did want to ask you about another crazy college football headline that I saw, because the sport is the gift that keeps on giving. One reason Gunnar Stockton wants to beat Florida. His grandfather, Lawrence, died of a heart attack in the parking lot after the Dogs lost to the Gators in 2010. Quote, he said something about Todd Grantham and collapsed, said Suzanne Lawrence's widow.
I retweeted that headline this morning.
Remarkable stuff.
I will just say this, R.I.P. to Gunnar Stockton's grandfather, who I believe he was named for his grandfather, who fought in World War II or something like that and was a gunner, and that's why Gunnar Stockton, was named for him. But Gunnar Stockton's grandfather is not the first person to dejectedly mutter about Todd Grantham in a parking lot after a game. I mean, Todd Grantham's put a lot of people down through the years. And Todd Grantham, I believe, if offered the LSU job, would jump at it. But the Georgia-Florida thing, the one thing I'll say is that, and I mentioned this on the odds couple yesterday. So Florida, the guy who's calling plays for Florida tomorrow was the quarterback's coach under Billy Napier. During the spring game this year, whatever they call it, the blue-orange game, he coached one of the teams, called plays for one of the teams, and the quarterback had like 400 yards passing and like 50 points and like set all these records for the spring game. And all the fans were like, hey, wow, look, we got something here. And then Billy Napier was like, nope, I'm still calling plays. So this guy kind of got pushed to the side. Napier came back, gets fired. This guy's calling plays tomorrow against Georgia. So Lagway's healthy for the first time all season. I don't know. I'm like, Georgia's only favored by 7. It's not like it's a big, huge spread in this game. So I don't know. I'm a little bit, as a Georgia fan, looking at this like, let's see what we get here. Because and also weird stuff happens in the Florida-Georgia game every year. So last game in Jacksonville for the next 3 years too, because they're fixing the stadium.
Finally, as our baseball guy.
Yes. Oh yeah, big baseball tonight. Game 6.
Blue Jays up 3-2.
Dodgers win tonight.
Okay.
We get to game 7.
Okay.
And Blue Jays win it.
All right.
Yamamoto on the bump for the Dodgers tonight. Kevin Gausman, the gas man, pitching for the Blue Jays. I also think if they get to a game 7, you got to start Ohtani, right?
Yes.
But he wasn't that great in the last start.
No, but then don't you feel it's
The other thing tonight is if either of these pitchers,
Do you think Ohtani's going to have 2 bad games?
yeah, I mean,
Good.
he's going to be on less rest tomorrow night
Right.
than he was the last one. If either of these pitchers struggles tonight, like this is one of those games where you empty the clip. Like you're going to just bring in, like Ohtani might pitch tonight if
Yes.
Yamamoto gets in trouble. So like they might use their whole bullpen tonight and then have to play game 7, and then you're like, what do we do now? So I don't know. It's going to be exciting.
We will see if it ends tonight or continues on to tomorrow. Lang, thanks for joining
Appreciate
us.
y'all.
Or should I say
Coach Lasso.
Timu Lasso?
Believe.
Thank you for believe in the Grizzlies with the NBA Cup
Be a goldfish,
tonight.
Jessica.
Grizzlies, Lakers.
We have to be a goldfish about the NBA Cup.
Yeah, it's a new cup.
It's a new cup every year.
No history. This is the year they win.
When I coached my son's basketball team, I asked the kids, I was like, do you know what animal has the shortest memory?
It's a
And this
goldfish.
one kid said, an elephant. I was like,
That
no,
is very
it's a
wrong.
goldfish.
That
Come
is
on.
entirely wrong. CJ asked in the chat, what coach was infuriating enough in your own personal life to maybe potentially cause enough distress that you die? I'll read the best answers when we come back, and we'll do our RAGGOWs! Games of the weekend in college football and the NFL. That's right after a break.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board, a class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GVWR.
Grizz Nation, don't foul out on dinner plans. Hit Sticks Express in downtown Memphis instead. Fresh hibachi, steak, shrimp, sushi tacos, and yes, our legendary sake slushy to keep things cool. Order online with code STIX901, STIX 901, and knock 10% off your tab. It's the perfect pick and roll for game night. Sticks Express, fast, fresh, always a slam dunk. And hey, come see us at our Collierville location too.
Just walking through FedEx Forum, what's that been like for you?
To be back here knowing that this is going to help St. Jude, it's going to recognize Fred Smith.
Yeah.
Come on now, what he did as an individual. It's going to highlight the city and that what this great place is. There's not many cities like Memphis.
The Gary Parrish Show, live on weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Nate Bargatze.
Look, I say a lot of dumb stuff. I try to keep it in front of large groups. Seems to go better that way.
Big Dumb Eyes World Tour.
When you say something dumb one-on-one, it's a lot for that person. I'll say it, then I can just feel that they feel the weight of my life on their shoulders.
Tickets and info at NateBargatze.com. Don't miss the Big Dumb Eyes World Tour. Nate Bargatze.
Calling all collectors! Topps NBA basketball trading cards are back. It's available in the Grizzlies Den by Fanatics and online at Topps.com. Rip into bold color parallels, electric inserts, relics, and autographed cards from today's biggest stars and the next gen talent. Look out for rookie cards of Cooper Flagg and Dylan Harper, plus Grizzlies favorites John Morant, Jalen Wells, and so many more. You don't want to miss this drop. Grab your set before it's gone.
Welcome back, welcome back. I got a fresh strip of glue, and the mustache is back. I think it's really stuck now. I did it right.
Is it gonna come off in time?
For what, the game?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll rip it off. It'll be a nice little wax at the same time.
All right. You didn't want to grow your own?
No, it would take too long. I don't think I could grow a mustache. Like a real mustache. It would just look like hair.
That's what a mustache
Yeah,
is.
but you know what I mean. Like if I never did anything to it, I don't think it would turn into a mustache. It would just be like soft hair.
You remember when Chris had a mustache?
Yes, the mustachio pistachio. How could I ever forget?
You gonna let him
Every
do it
time
again?
that man goes on an international vacation, he grows a mustache.
Oh, does he? Is that his thing? Vacation Chris is mustache Chris?
First it was European Chris. That's where he got the mustachio pistachio because he got pistachio gelato everywhere we went.
Okay.
And then when we were in Argentina, he decided to be a Latin America mustached man.
Okay. You trying to find a rhyme for it and couldn't
I
come
couldn't
up
do
with
it. Mustached muchacho.
one? Okay. Okay.
And now I'm Jessica Benson Boone.
All right.
Whose music I barely tolerate. We asked the question of what coach made you feel like you might die. That's not exactly how it was said, but some of the answers that we have in the chat, just a lot of Tennessee, which makes sense because
That was
locally.
a bad stretch.
Jeremy Pruitt.
Yeah.
We got some Derek Dooley's in the chat as well. Currently, Brian Callahan. He's gone. I love Butch Jones. Never forget the trash cans.
Butch
Tubby
had the
Smith.
trash cans. That's who had
Tubby Smith locally.
it.
That was a time.
Yeah.
We've got Sidney Lowe,
Okay.
Rich Rod,
That was me. I
David
said Rich
Shula.
Rod. All right.
I said when Alex Grinch was the defensive coordinator for the University of Southern California. I could honestly put Lane Kiffin in the mix as well because those times were not fun. I've come around, but Lane at USC was not enjoyable for those of us who were there. Kiff, don't kill my vibe. We got Singletary, Chip Kelly, Mike Nolan, Larry Porter,
Oh, Mike Nolan's good.
Eberflus,
Okay.
another Jeremy Pruitt.
Tennessee fans.
Any NFL team that ever gave Josh McDaniels a shot.
Oh my gosh.
Marvin Lewis.
Marvin Lewis is different. Not different.
David
but
Fizdale.
Marvin Lewis, the person in the chat, brings up the fact that Marvin was a good regular season coach. He couldn't do anything in the playoffs, though. Like, they were so unsuccessful in the playoffs, and that's what was most frustrating. I'm surprised somebody said Fizz.
Fizdale was on the NBA TV pre-broadcast before the Warriors Bucks game last night. And it just made me realize how old I am because he's aged.
Oh.
Yeah, I was like, oh, David Fizdale is an adult. I mean, he was pretty young when he was here in Memphis. Any other good ones from this list? Take that for data. Yeah. All right. Let's do our RAGGOWs. Games of the weekend in college football and the NFL. I did not include Memphis Rice because Memphis is playing food, but it is always a game of the week when the Memphis Tigers are playing because they need to win every game. So every game is a game of the weekend for them. But I did take American bomb game. North Texas, two teams facing off. Navy is undefeated for the first time since 1978. 7-0, I should say, for the first time since 1978. They are unranked because their schedule has been abysmal. But now they get 4 straight opponents with more than 6 wins, starting against this North Texas team that has already put together its first winning season since 2018, certainly a surprise contender in the American. They're at the point where they are putting Drew Mestemaker in graphics with Patrick Mahomes, because you had Eric Morris, who's the North Texas coach, who was the coordinator at Texas Tech, who then was at Incarnate Word and developed Cam Ward and was at Washington State and now at North Texas. And Mestemaker's coming off a 600-plus yard performance, which was wild to watch. North Texas has the highest scoring offense in the country. They're averaging 46 points per game. On the other side with Navy, I really like Blake Horvath, their quarterback. He's first in the country among quarterbacks in rushing yards. He needs 186 more yards to get his second straight 1,000-yard season. He's not just a runner. He can throw the ball. I think this game will be lots of points, and I love watching lots of points, which is a wild thing to say about Navy.
Yeah, the triple option days of Navy are behind them now.
They have evolved.
Yeah, this is interesting. My first game is Mississippi State, Arkansas, and it's college football is one of those weird sports where we focus so much on, hey, did you win a championship? To win a championship, you got to go to the postseason. You got to play in a playoff type of situation. We focus on that. But in college football at the FBS level, the fun thing is, like, you don't have to win a championship. Sometimes it's good enough to just get to a bowl game. And these two teams right here are fighting for their bowl lives. And we could end up in a situation where come the end of the season, the Egg Bowl, we're talking about two teams, very different records with everything to play for, where you could have a 5-win Mississippi State team needing one more win to get to bowl eligibility and a, what is that, 10 or 11-win Ole Miss team, I forget what their record is, needing another win to seal their spot in the SEC championship game, potentially for the first time ever, but also just needing the win to continue to stay in the playoff hunt. That's what we could end up with. This game will play a big role in it. And listen, man, it's not going to be the best football being played, but those dudes are out there playing for stuff, so I got it there. I love teams fighting for bowl eligibility. It's going to be good.
I love that we're talking about a legitimate world where the Vanderbilt Texas game is one of the best games of the weekend. Vanderbilt, so good. They ultimately got Brian Kelly fired. That really started the cycle for Brian Kelly 2 weeks ago. Real life sentences in 2025. Listen, this Texas defense is pretty darn good. We don't know if Arch Manning is going to play this week or if it will be their backup quarterback, Matthew Caldwell, who stepped in at the end of that Mississippi State game.
Does it matter?
No, I'm more interested if Matthew Caldwell comes in and balls out. Which I don't think, honestly, like I say that, they'll go back to Arch Manning.
But they wouldn't in a normal situation.
In a normal situation, they would not. But there's too much money involved and there's too much future involved.
Arch would have been benched.
Probably, yes.
Like 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
If his last name wasn't Manning. Am I wrong to feel that way?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. All right.
But with this game, Vanderbilt ranked 9th. That's their best ranking since 1937. Texas defense, top 10 in points allowed. It'll be interesting if Diego Pavia can continue to play at a rate where he is being talked about in the Heisman conversation. He is also at the point where he has so many haters. So many haters.
But I mean, the charismatic, great
it means you're doing your job.
People do. Athletes do.
And as long as you are charismatic and winning, you control that narrative.
Baker was that way.
Yes.
Where, Cam Newton was that way. Johnny Manziel was that way. Sometimes, not sometimes, all the time, when greatness comes with a little pizzazz to it, and there's nothing that can really be done by your favorite team to stop it, it comes with the hate. But Pavia's got a great opportunity here. You brought up the Heisman. Like, this is a moment that another one of those type moments he could have. I think he had one against LSU in that win, but he could give us something else in this Texas matchup, and he could push himself to the front of the Heisman odds and the Heisman chase with a big-time performance against this type of a defense in Texas. It's on the road, too, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, like this is going to be huge.
Texas is favored.
Yeah. 2.5?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, next game.
You picked my USC Trojans.
They're playing for the playoffs. Teresa brought this up, and I want to echo her sentiments because I thought it was a dumb statement for people to be making then, and I still think it's a dumb statement to be made. But Teresa yesterday brought it up, and I'm agreeing with Teresa. Like, when has expanding playoffs led to less interest? When has expanding playoffs made the regular season matter any less? And in the way the college football was doing it in the past, USC, Nebraska, USC is ranked. Nebraska's got some things to figure out. They're fighting for bowl eligibility. USC would be playing this game with little more than bowl positioning at stake here. But USC right now, where they sit, they win out. They could have a true shot at getting into the playoffs. ESPN did a playoff tier where they tiered off the teams ranked on the percentage chance that they get to the playoffs. And USC in that bottom tier, but there's still a chance. It's a long shot, but they still have a chance. And they got to win out, though. The loss of Notre Dame sucks, but you look at USC's losses, they won't be anything atrocious should everything hold. And USC avoid stumbling. They got the win over Michigan. If they mess around and do something crazy, like win out, that would mean they'd have a win over Oregon. That would put them, I do believe, at 10-2 with a loss to Notre Dame. And who was the other loss to? Was it to Ohio State?
USC?
Yeah.
We lost to Notre Dame and Illinois. Yeah.
The loss to Illinois, that's 10-2.
Illinois is your only conference loss.
10-2, that's a team that gets
You still
into
get to play
the playoffs.
10-2, and you play Oregon.
You beat Oregon.
Yes, in this universe,
situation. You
yes.
beat Oregon, and maybe you're going to a Big Ten championship game.
If
maybe,
somehow Indiana or Ohio State took a surprise fumble.
Potentially. So win out is still in front of you. Even if you lose that Oregon game, you still got enough there to make make a case.
It's okay. We're going to lose to Iowa on November 15th, so I'm not playing this
I
game.
didn't know you guys played
I'm not
Iowa.
doing this. I'm not doing this.
Oh, welcome
It
to
is
the
at
Big
home.
Ten. Welcome. Is that
It is at
before or after Oregon?
It's the game before Oregon.
Oh,
They're going to overlook Iowa. They're going to lose at home to Iowa. I already have this played out in my brain. I'm not doing this again.
Welcome.
When they gave up 8,000 yards to Notre Dame on the ground, I said, I'm not doing this again.
Many a season has been ruined by the Iowa Hawkeyes.
I'm aware.
They turned. Is that at Iowa?
No, it's at home.
Okay, thank God.
That's the fact that it's not potentially in the snow is the only saving grace of that.
They turn and wave to all the sick children, and then they come back and just ruin your season.
I love the potential chaos agents in the Big Ten. I love the potential chaos agents in the ACC. That Virginia game this weekend against Cal, I find intriguing to keep an eye on. Miami playing their first game out of the state of Florida when they take on SMU in Dallas. And then the Cincinnati-Utah game from a Big 12 race standpoint is really interesting as well. It's a good weekend of college football. I'm sorry if you have YouTube TV and you can't watch any of it. Our NFL games for the weekend, the biggest game of the weekend is clearly Chiefs-Bills. Chiefs-Bills is always one that everybody is excited about. The last time we saw these two teams face off, it was the 2024 AFC Championship game. Got another epic game. The Chiefs barely escaped with a 3-point win after Harrison Butker had the go-ahead field goal with like 3.5 minutes left in the game, and then Josh Allen threw an incompletion on fourth down the next drive. It's always a fun time to watch Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes face off. It feels as if it is a preview of the playoffs. We get it on November 2nd, and we'll see how it goes. This is the best game of the weekend.
Yeah, it's my game in the NFL as well. It's in Buffalo. The Bills in this matchup, have beat the Chiefs in this game in the regular season. Now, come postseason, they still don't have an answer for the Chiefs. You want to win this, though, because you got to give yourself the best chances of beating them. The best chance you got if you're Buffalo is getting the Chiefs to come to Buffalo in the playoffs. That's a bet. You don't want to go to Arrowhead and have to deal with Patrick Mahomes, those fans, and the Kansas City Chiefs. So you want to get them at home. This game could go a long way in deciding who gets home field when it's all said and done. Also, it's just going to be fun. It's just going to be great. The two of the three best quarterbacks in the NFL facing off is always something I get excited for.
My other game of the weekend is Bears-Bengals.
That's a great
Feels like
game.
the Bengals took a step forward last week and the Bears took a step back, and I'm intrigued by this Bengals team. Joe Flacco is day-to-day with a shoulder injury, so all of this hinges on Joe Flacco's ability to play. But if he plays, the offense is functional now. The game last week, even though they lost, they really gave it up to the Jets. But it was a reminder that the Bengals still have some of the most exciting offensive weapons in the game. And as long as you have a quarterback who doesn't turn the ball over and is able to get the ball into their hands, you are in position to win some games. So we'll see how Caleb Williams and the Bears respond. I'm excited to watch this one. What's your second game?
My second game is a great game. I can't wait because I can't see it up there. What's my game? Oh, Colts Steelers. The Steelers, Lamar's back. The Ravens are favored to win that. I would have picked them anyways. Lamar's back. Ravens are now favored to win that division, even though they're, 2 games back, 3 games back? I can't remember exactly, but they're behind the Steelers here. And the Steelers are, I don't want to say reeling, but they've lost 2 straight. This Colts team, at a certain point, I got to start believing in them, don't I? A win this weekend and say, okay, all right, I believe this Colts team is a true title contender. It's going to be great what that Steelers defense, they spent so much money on that defense, so much money for that defense to be as poor as it is. It's frustrating fans. Fans want the defensive coordinator gone. They are furious. They want him up out of there. And it's because they can't cover and they can't tackle. And guess what? Why am I blanking on running back for the Colts? Jonathan Taylor. Running back, Jonathan, I want to go Stewart. Shout out to the Carolina Panthers, smash and dash, Jonathan Stewart and D'Angelo Williams. Jonathan Taylor is coming through, and if you've struggled to tackle before, ooh, doggy, I got news for you. That's a man right there who's shifty, who's powerful, and who's fast. I look forward to seeing what the Steelers defense does against this Colts offense. Also hadn't heard much about T.J. Watt. Like, he's supposed to be one of the most dominant defensive players, one of the most dominant defensive linemen in the NFL, and he's not having that type of a season after they just broke him off real proper, like from a financial standpoint. So yeah, looking forward to seeing this.
Shout out to the Bengals fans in our chat who are like, what do you mean they took a step forward? They lost to the Jets. They've had a solid offense 2 weeks in a row. Have we ever talked about the Bengals defense? No, they stink. You just have to have a quarterback who can help score more points than the other team.
But they're not doing that.
Well, they almost did. They did the week before against the Steelers. They did it against their division game.
They almost did it.
I was impressed
against the Jets. You were
I
impressed because they almost scored enough points to win the football game.
When you say it like that.
Against the Jets.
When you say it like that, I understand where you're coming from. We have to take a break. We'll come back. I'm not kidding. I flagged this story for Music Friday on Monday. And I have just been sitting on it. I almost sent it for Wednesday because the anticipation of talking about it with CJ got me real excited, but I decided to save it for Friday. The new Lily Allen album, and if you don't know who Lily Allen is, that's okay. I'm going to explain it to you, is maybe the most explicit breakup album that we have had since Lemonade. And that wasn't even a breakup album, but just putting your business out there. Technically, yeah. But from a messy relationship album standpoint, we don't get them like this anymore. I'll explain the Lily Allen situation. We'll also talk about no rap songs in the Billboard Hot 100 for the first time since 1990. Woo! And what we're listening to. That's after a quick break.
The countdown to the 2025-2026 Grizzlies season is on, and our 10-game packs are the ticket to your ultimate fan experience. Whether you want to see the big names or just cheer on your team on the weekend, you can save money on a ticket pack that fits you. Choose from 4 different pack varieties or stack multiple packs to make sure you don't miss any marquee matchup or electric atmosphere this season. Visit Grizzlies.com packs to get your ticket pack today.
Jeff Dunham, Artificial Intelligence, his all-new tour.
You're the other white meat.
Ramsey, how can you be so smart on one hand and so stupid on the other? Well, you're half of it.
I realize I could have avoided all this years ago with one simple word. I do not. Silence!
Don't miss a Memphis. Friday, April 10th, FedEx Forum. Tickets on sale Monday, September 29th at jeffdunham.com.
Grizzlies fans, dunks, dimes, and no-looks are great on TV, but nothing compares to catching them IRL. And that starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can catch every highlight in person. From seeing your favorite Grizzly stars up close to hearing the squeak of the sneakers on the hardwood. Put that jersey collection to use and get tickets at Ticketmaster. There's no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside, Memphis.
Grizz Nation gets set for tip-off 1 hour before every Grizzlies home game with the warm-up show. Get the latest news, notes, and analysis live from courtside at FedEx Forum.
Who's going to be the tougher team that rebounds and prevents second-chance opportunities?
Join me, Lang Whitaker, along with Michael Wallace, Jessica Benson, and other personalities from Grind City Media, Memphis, and around the NBA. 1 hour before every home game, live at Grind City Media on X, YouTube, and the official Grind City Media mobile app.
Sonic Radio. Welcome back to Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio with me, the CIO. This just in, the new Sonic $1.99 menu lets you build a crave-worthy meal for just $1.99 an item, whether that's a creamy shake, crispy tots, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. This just out. Ostriches. They're mean, not very cute, and in my opinion, way too big for a bird. Don't miss the Sonic Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. Live free, eat Sonic.
Tax not included. See menu for details.
Group chat has told me if I don't wear this costume to the Grizzlies game tonight, I am kicked out of the group chat. And I said, just imagine the Grizzlies win, and I have to interview Ja after the game. He walks up, he goes, "Who are you?" And I say, "I'm Jessica Benson Boone."
And then you got to do the flips.
And then he says, "I've never heard of Benson Boone." And I say, "And
You
God,
think he-
aren't you so lucky?"
You think
for
you
that?"
hadn't heard of Benson Boone?
I hope he has. the
Hasn't
piece.
everybody
I hope he has
heard?
the piece that I wish I had.
I don't know what he looks like, but I've heard the name Benson Boone.
Yeah, you've seen him flip. He performed at Riverbeat. Were you not there that day?
Remember, I didn't get to go to
Oh
Riverbeat.
yeah, you guys were. Yeah. He was okay. All jokes aside, he was a really good performance at Riverbeat.
Okay.
But I am a notorious Benson Boone hater, despite sharing half of a name with him at this point. And I'm just mad that his name is Benson. That's my last name. My culture is not your costume, but now your culture is my costume. So we have turned this back on its head. New album this week, Music Friday. Lily Allen. Do you know who Lily Allen is, CJ?
Never heard of her.
Do you remember the song? There's two I'll hit you with. This is from like 2010s. I think I was in high school probably when her first album came out. At first, when I see you cry, it makes me smile. Go ahead and smile. At worst, I took there for a while. It was everywhere.
No.
Okay. Then the other one was like, I can't really say it because it was the F word, but it was like, F you very, very much. No. Okay. British singer.
Okay.
Went really popular. I was a huge Lily Allen fan when I was in high school. I've kind of moved off of her. She's had her fair share of problematic storylines over the last few years, most notably one where Zoe Kravitz has accused her of like aggressively attacking her in a club, whereas Lily Allen said they just kissed in a club. And also, I think we talked about this story on the show. She returned a rescue dog, which, you know, people and their rescue dogs, they get really, really mad. She returned a rescue dog because the dog ate her family's passports or something like that. Anyway, she's had some times. All that's no one's a perfect victim in this world, but she has been married to David Harbour, who you do know. He is the police officer dad in Stranger Things. He was the Russian in Thunderbolts. You know David Harbour, yes? The actor.
Yes.
Yes. You know who David Harbour is.
You say he's the Russian in Thunderbolts.
Yes.
Yeah, I know that guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's also apparently not a very good dude. They were married. They divorced. And now Lily Allen has released her album West End Girl, which she wrote in 16 days. And it is all about her breakup with David Harbour, which is just savage timing because David Harbour is about to have to do all of the press for the new season of Stranger Things. And inevitably, anytime you have a pretty explicit message, and I say explicit as in like it's real obvious what you're talking about. What is Jacob saying?
You sent Jacob a graphic.
Yeah, I sure did. It's the name of the song. It's the best song on the album.
But if I were to send it in, I would not be allowed to show it.
I wasn't going to talk about it while it was up there.
So, yeah.
I was just showing the
But
album.
I won't talk about it either next time I decide to throw something up there.
No.
So it's different rules for you and me?
I
What's the
actually
difference in
meant
you
to
and
just
I?
I actually meant to just have him put the top one on. Anyway, okay, this album. Get back to the album.
Okay.
It's like the most talked about album of the week.
All right,
And
sorry.
I'm here to
I'm sorry.
explain to
Take
you.
it back like 2 sentences and let me know. Help me
So,
out.
16 days means, like, when Lemonade comes out, it's very produced, right? It's one of the best albums of all time. But there was a lot of time to decide, like, whose feelings were going to be spared, how much you were going to talk about something. This came together so quickly that no feelings are spared. It's so raw. It's so out there. And it is her coming for her husband's, or now ex-husband's, infidelity, and then her ultimately leaving him. She talks about how she's afraid that she'll relapse because she's been sober for a few years. She wrote a literal song called Madeline that is about his mistress. And it's unclear if his mistress's name is actually Madeline. There was a Daily Mail story that his mistress is a woman in New Orleans who's not named Madeline, but everyone knows who she is now. And they talk about how they had an open arrangement in their marriage, but it was supposed to be discreet, and it was only supposed to be with paid people, but then it became an emotional connection thing. And then the song that is the boppiest of the bop, and I don't know how to talk about the song because I can't say the word, but it's P Word Palace, and oh, is it a song? It talks about how she thought it was his dojo. So if you've seen a lot of jokes about dojo on the internet this weekend, it's because of this song. Dojo, kind of like not Mojo Jojo. How did they say it in Barbie movie? The Dojo Casa House.
I can't remember. I can't remember.
Anyway.
Got you.
She thought that he had like a crash pad, like a bachelor pad. And it turns out that it's where he was always taking these women. And she's very explicit about what they would do in this place.
Oh, turn up.
Yes. The album is crazy. Women are going crazy over this album.
Why though? Like, this isn't the first time we've heard of a dude with a successful, attractive woman just slinging it to everybody around.
We are such a nosy society.
We are nosy.
And this is like reading a diary.
Oh.
You'll listen to this, and it's actually a good album. Like, you listen to it the first time and you're kind of focused on the lyrics because or at least in my case, I'd been tipped off of what this was about. And I wouldn't have normally gone and listened to a Lily Allen album, but it was everywhere all of a sudden. And so I went and listened, and you listen to the lyrics, but then the songs stick with you. And you're like, oh, these are kind of fun pop songs, like UK garage sounding songs, dance hit songs. And it's just all about David Harbour. And now I'm like, oh, he sucks.
I mean,
there's two sides to every story. And I don't think she's, again, I think she's kind of a lot too. But together, they seem to have had a very toxic relationship that is now all out there for the world to know.
Yeah, that's some good stuff. Oh, as a dude, like, one of my dude fears is a woman drops an album on me, right? Like, you drop an album about my in a bad way, like, oh no.
Oh, I wrote a song once. Of course. I was so excited about it. I also wrote a book.
A book about the relationship?
Yeah.
The same relationship?
Yeah.
That relationship was so bad, it inspired you to make a song and a book about these same relationships.
I thought I could capitalize on the arts of my pain.
What was painful?
And you just want to embarrass that person. You're like, I'm going to put it. I was 16.
That's the other part of it.
I was 16.
You want to embarrass the person. You want to.
That's where, like, even the Taylor Swift of it all. Like, Taylor Swift has used her music to tell the story of many relationships. And it's always interesting because you get little snippets of this world that's a pretty, and in most cases should be private, but when you're an artist, all fair is in love and art and breakups in art. And this is one of those cases.
Is it relatable? Like, are the things, because that's what Taylor Swift was good at.
No, this is crazy.
Taylor Swift was good at telling a relatable, correct me if I'm wrong, Swifties. Don't mean no disrespect. But Taylor Swift is good at making music that is relatable to people. Like, I listen to it, and I have lived through that moment in my relationship.
Yeah.
Is this that? Because this sounds like it's just absurdities one after another.
Yeah, no, it's just like
I can't
weird
believe that's
Hollywood
happening.
people doing weird Hollywood things. I mean, the other thing with the Lily Allen, I remember one of the, because she was married originally. She had a really horrific pregnancy, a lost pregnancy. And after that, she went on tour, and then she hired a female escort to be on tour with her and cheated on her husband. And so they broke up over that. And then she had an affair with Liam Gallagher from Oasis while he was married. But then he cheated on his wife with like 1 million people.
My God.
Like, seems like a him problem.
Yeah.
And then now she was in this relationship with David Harbour. And David Harbour was apparently just like really mean about everything too. I don't know. Go listen to the album. It's worth a listen. It's worth a listen.
Somebody in the chat is saying that, were they in an open relationship?
Yes, but not by her choice. Like, he came to her and was like, the only way we're going to continue to be in a relationship is if we can be in an open relationship. And she was like, okay, well then we have to put parameters on this, and the only way that that's a thing is if this is like pre-planned, run that credit card situation. It can't be someone we know. It can't be someone that you're having an emotional connection with. It can be a business thing.
All right.
And then it wasn't a business thing. He was playing tennis.
Oh.
She wanted to play tennis.
Why didn't she?
She's like, I'd never been to Bergdorf's
Why didn't
But
she
I know
play
you were
tennis?
there in May of 2024.
Why she didn't play tennis?
He wouldn't play with her.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I'm just
it's
taking what the album
open.
told
like,
me.
I just don't understand how it's open and you say, all right, he's doing whatever he's doing, but I'm not. Like that means that it's not really open. It's only open if everybody's involved.
No, that's not true. There are people who have open relationships who have, like, the whole point of not the whole point, but what I hear from that community is the best open relationships are the ones that have boundaries set by both couples that are then followed, because otherwise someone's feelings get hurt.
Yeah, but it has to be open.
Listen, I don't get it. I'd be jealous as hell.
It has to be open, though. So
It can't be half open.
yeah, one half can't be out being open while the other half isn't. So if he's out being open, like, you need to go out and be open, or you say, all right, I guess we're done. Thanks for the good time.
Oh, we have a new Daily Mail article.
Uh-oh.
Not that the Daily Mail is.
Are they on top of this?
David Harbour's ex-girlfriend Allison Sudol publicly supports Lily Allen's brutal album about his cheating after singer said her actor ex had broken the hearts of many women. They're coming for you, David.
Like, this is messing up David's game.
This is messing up his promotion of Stranger Things.
Oh, he's a dad?
Yes.
Okay, he is. That's
He
where
has
I
a
also know him
mustache.
from.
I'm David Harbour, Jessica Benson Boone.
Hide your
Not really.
wives, hide your girls. He's coming through. Keep it in your pants, Benson Boone.
He can't. Neither of them can. Benson Boone had a cheating scandal recently, too.
Okay.
Look at this. So much music. From your thing that you sent, the Billboard, why can't I think of the name of it?
The Hot
100 doesn't have a rap song in it for the first time since 1990. When I said this going into break, you said you seemed enthusiastic about this. You seemed to understand why. This makes sense to you?
Yeah. Rap isn't good. It's not. It all sounds relatively the same. You got good artists. I think you'll always have a good artist here or there in that genre. So of course you've got Kendrick Lamar who's doing things. You got the Clips album out as well. You've got Glorilla out right now also. But I feel like in this quest for everything to be popular, right? For everything to be pop, it takes some of the uniqueness out of the individual genres. We are less of a genre society from a music standpoint now, where all of these genres have sort of been melded and mixed and blended in a manufactured way, not in a unique way, not in a natural way, but in a manufactured, formulaic sort of a way, to where now the sounds are too similar, and what makes music pop is the uniqueness of the sound. Now everything kind of sounds the same, and maybe I'm just getting old and my ears are bad, but it all sort of sounds the same now. And without that uniqueness, without that edge, I'm thinking about a Glorilla. I'm just gonna take one for example, a Glorilla. There's an edge there. There's a uniqueness there. We don't have women in music who have a voice that unique, right? It's deep and it's super country, and the lyrics hit. The lyrics are punchy. It's the same thing with the Clips album, with how the beats are set up and the lyrics behind it and how they're delivering the lyrics is unique as well. We don't have enough different in rap right now. And that's why. And not just different in the genre as a whole, but different from the other genres, right? It can't be where like Post Malone can come through and rap and then go back and do country, or do country and then come back and do rap, right? Like that. Rap should be so different from country that those two artists should exist completely separate from one another. I enjoy Big X La Plug. I do. He dropped a country album earlier this season that just sounds like a rap album. And it's like, hey ho, what are we doing here? These are supposed to be so unique and so different that the crossover should be way more noticeable than what it is right now. And I think I've heard these complaints from country music fans as well. I've heard them from R&B fans, where it is, hey, it all sounds manufactured and the same. I can't tell where one begins and one ends. I like having the genres. I like knowing very clearly, hey, this is a that genre, this is a this genre. But everything sort of just sounds the same right now, and rap is the one to suffer for it.
I saw somebody make the comment that one thing that happened too were 3 of the kind of like up and comers in that industry, especially on the men's side, they died. Like guys like Pop Smoke, Juice WRLD, XXX Technician, like they yeah. I never know how to pronounce it. I've been saying it wrong my whole life apparently. But they died. And then they weren't able to continue making kind of the genre-defining music, I would say. And you also get into the situation, too, where nowadays, and this is a music problem, period, like you said, other genres are complaining about the same thing. Everything's made for TikTok. Like, it really is. Everything is made for how much play it can get on social, how that can drive record sales, stream sales, popularity of a musician. But I do think really good music is still being made in every genre. I don't know where we go from here in terms of how things will be separated out. But we'll see.
I mean, where we go the bubble burst. The bubble burst, everything will be the same. We'll be thirsting for something different sounding, and then the unique sounds from the various genres will begin to emerge and pop up. I can't think of a song that on the Hot 100 that doesn't have hip hop rap feel somewhere in the beat, right? Like that's still people.
The Fate of Ophelia.
People are that's one.
Number 1. Golden, which is from K-pop Demon Hunters.
Hip hop rap type feel to it, isn't it?
No, it's real poppy.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like that.
I wouldn't put
pop,
that one.
That pop sound rap has gotten so popular. Hip hop has gotten so popular that the sound is now infused into pop, right? Like there are hip hop elements in that song. That to me.
Yeah.
To me, like the bass knocking, like that is hip hop to me. That there is that part. It might not be a large part. It's not the whole song. I'm not saying that it's enough for that song to be categorized as rap.
Yeah.
But it is enough to be noticeable. Like, oh, that is from this genre right here.
Right.
And there's nothing wrong. I enjoy good genre bending as much as the next person.
Yeah.
I think Childish Gambino did a great job towards the end of his career, the last 2 or 3 albums of his career, with bending multiple genres. I enjoy that, but it needs to sound unique. Not like everything else and everybody else.
You listening to anything good right now?
I listened to an album called Warm today. It came out in March, I do believe. Okay. I can't remember who the artist is, but I love me some R&B. This is a unique sounding R&B album with some great songs on there and elements from older R&B acts. Not sounding like mimicking or copying like a Michael Jackson or a Boys to Men, but there are elements from those artists and some other ones in this album, and I think it's really, really good.
Cool.
What about you? Outside of the
Lily Allen breakup album, embarrassing.
Is it? Wait, hold on.
Embarrassing way to end.
It's not a breakup album. It's I'm telling on you. The world is going. I'm blowing up the spot.
Yeah, but it's a breakup album at its core.
All right.
It's I'm finding this out. Oh God, this is all the things you did. Oh, I'm leaving you. Oh, I'm so distraught. I'm in like the worst place in my life. Where do we go from here? That's the cycle. The Evita Cast album with Rachel Zegler dropped this week, and I have to admit, I've been listening to it a lot. I don't listen to a lot of Broadway cast albums these days in my life, and this one has overtook that in my life at the moment, which is very embarrassing. If you saw me running to Arkansas singing, no, you didn't. There was no one out. It was raining. I was by myself. I was having the time of my life.
Did you have a mustache on?
Yeah. No one will know. Who am I?
Go running with the mustache.
Who am I? My mustache.
Don't confuse people. Don't do that. National.
When you see me tonight and I don't have a mustache, don't worry. It is I. Just Jessica Benson, not Jessica Benson Boone.
Oh, boo.
Back in action. I won't be in the sequined outfit either. We have Grizzlies, Lakers, 8:30. If you don't already have your tickets, there are still a few out there. Be sure to get them. First NBA Cup game. 8:30 means you can go trick-or-treat beforehand. You can trick-or-treat at FedEx Forum. Great place to bring the kids tonight, too. We'll be back on Monday to recap it all, along with a busy football weekend. I hope you have a great weekend. We'll see you later. Bye. Happy Halloween.